piacere? Oh, not that piacere? No, we're talking about the verb piacere, which means to like. Never mentioned it in the previous videos, but anyway, ciao a tutti, sono Manu Venditti di Italy Made Easy. Questa è una lezione che fa parte di Piacere Week, the week where we talk about the verb piacere in Italian, and we've learned so much. So basically, you have now learned how the verb works, how we bounce the question back to somebody, how we speak with emphasis so that we say who likes what and who doesn't. This lesson is going to be the biggest, the longest, but in my opinion, the most advanced, and we're going to cover stuff that, in my experience, not many students of Italian are ever taught, and that's why I see so many mistakes when learners of Italian use the verb piacere. We've already had 6 full videos on this topic, and this is going to be amazing. As I mentioned before, this is part of a 2.5-hour masterclass on the verb piacere. You're not going to find this anywhere, except you're gonna plug your product. Except for the From Zero to Italian course that you can get from Italy Made Easy Academy. And yes, so watch this lesson and then watch the next one for the practice, and I will see you, hopefully I will see you in the comments. Let me know if, how this is helping you, or whatever, what maybe breakthrough you've had, or whatever, something. Let me know how you're going, and if you find the video useful, please give it a like and consider sharing it, because we want all students of Italian to go through this content. Ciao ciao! Well, believe it or not, we have one more lesson on piacere. Sì. Piacere, capitolo 4, chapter 4, we are going to get even deeper with this verb and look at some more cases. We haven't really seen exceptions. These are just specific cases where piacere is used in a certain way in Italian, and yeah, let's begin. So, we are going to look at how to reply to the idea of piacere. So basically, if somebody says they like something, how do we reply to that? Or if they ask you whether you like something, how do you reply? Not too hard, okay? So it shouldn't take too long to cover this first part, but it will take kind of long to explain the second part. So if somebody asks you, ti piace la musica rap? Ti piace la musica rap? Do you like rap music? And you do, then you just say sì. That's an option, just say sì. Or usually we add the verb mi piace. Now you might say, but that's weird. Well, something that I haven't really brought to your attention is that you know that in Italian we don't have the word for it. But I don't know if you've asked me, because I can't hear you, but if you asked me, but Manu, when I say sì mi piace, where's the it? I've said that before, sì mi piace, in some examples, and there was no real it. But that's because, remember, piace is the verb piacere conjugated for the object that we are liking. So when I say sì mi piace, piace is still conjugated for it. In Italian we just don't have a word for it, so we don't need to say that. Sì mi piace means yes, I like it. So don't try and translate the it. Even later on, when you learn how to say it as an object, as in I want it, I like, I eat it, I buy it. Even when you learn that, it will not apply here because we do not need it. It, in this case, is the subject of the verb piacere, and we don't have a word for it as the subject in Italian. So, gone. We don't need it. Cool. So, now you could also say, sì, mi piace la musica rap. So basically you're saying sì, you say sì mi piace, yes I like it, and then you can add what it is. Now normally speaking you wouldn't need to do that, because if I ask you, do you like rap music? Well, yes I do, no I don't. I mean, you don't need to say rap music. But there are times when you would want to say that, and it's the example at the bottom where I say, well, let's do the no first, okay? So, ti piace la musica rap? You like rap music? No, non mi piace. So again, you could say no by itself, or you usually tend to say no, non mi piace. No, I don't like it. No, non mi piace. But you could also again add what? La musica rap. Quindi no, non mi piace la musica rap. Like I said, you wouldn't normally need to say that unless you were trying to say something like No, non mi piace la musica rap, ma mi piace la musica R&B. So you say, no, I don't like the thing that you asked, I like this other thing. Okay? So in that case, you could use the long answer, sì, mi piace la musica rap, or no, non mi piace la musica rap. In reality, we usually stop after sì, mi piace and no, non mi piace. Now, I'm going to ask you, a te piace la musica rap? So, once again, here I said ti piace la musica rap. So what's the implication here? I just want your opinion, right? I just want to know whether you like it or not. What's the implication here when I say a te piace la musica rap? I keep doing the English R. A te piace la musica rap. Implication being option one, there are more people that I'm going to ask, or there are more people in the room that could be answering. In that case, I say a te as opposed to other people. Or I could be saying a te piace la musica rap because I'm kind of expecting a different opinion from mine, or I'm creating contrast between my opinion that I may or may not have said and yours. So, a te piace la musica rap? So you could say sì, or you could just say a me sì. A me sì. All the other stuff that you see, it's fluff. So you could say sì, a me sì, or you could say a me sì, comma, piace la musica rap. In reality, I'll tell you what is really used most of the time, and it's the middle part, the thing that is not in brackets. A te piace la musica rap? A me sì. Once again, the reason why you would be replying with a me sì, again, it's the implication that to me it's pleasing. I don't know about you. So you're implying that this is my personal answer. I don't know about you. I don't know about these other people. It's just like a me sì. Maybe to you it's not pleasing, but to me it is. So the question was with that implication, and your answer will have the same implication. So, a te piace la musica rap? Do you like rap music? A me sì. To me, yeah, it's pleasing. Like, yeah, I do like it. So, sì, a me sì, or a me sì. But let's say you add that second part. A me sì piace la musica rap. So you're basically going to say, yes, to me it does please, or to me it is pleasing. And then you say, music rap is pleasing. So basically, you're kind of saying it twice, right? Which is fine. But the question that you see at the bottom, what happened to the indirect object pronoun? I'll explain that in a second. So let's say that you don't. So, a te piace la musica rap? No, a me no. Or simply, a me no. To me, it's not pleasing. I don't like it. Meaning, to me, I don't, but I don't know about you. So, a me no. So basically, the two answers here are a me sì, a me no. A me sì whether you do like it, when you do like it, and a me no when you don't like it. Now, if you did go for the longer answer, like for example, a me non piace la musica rap. What I mean by what happened to the indirect object pronoun is this. Now we know that the expression for I don't like is non mi piace. We know that the expression for I do like is mi piace. So why isn't the me there in either case? Because it's just before. When I say a me sì, I've already said that to me it's pleasing. So I'm not going to double up by saying to me it's pleasing to me. Okay? Now, we double up on the other things, but we don't double up on this one. I'm pointing it out, okay? I'm not saying that it's logical at all. But no, not that you care about this point. I know I've learned that whoever chooses to study Italian with me is somebody who's really into understanding things. So I know that you do have questions that are beyond what most people would ask, okay? Because you're with me. So yeah, I'll just give you the answers. Doesn't mean I want you to memorize or learn or fully understand it or even explain it to anybody else, okay? So the main thing is that you know that you should answer with a me sì or a me no. Or, in the generic way, sì mi piace, no non mi piace. These two are the answers that are good if it's only about you. There's no contrast. I only want to know your opinion, so you tell me whether you do like it or you don't like it, and it's simply sì mi piace, no non mi piace. Now, these two are the answers that you would give when there is implied contrast, or you do want to create the contrast. Maybe I didn't imply it in my question, but you want to imply it in the answer. Fine, then you say a me sì. A me no. Now, here are some ways, other ways that you could reply to do you like something. You could say sì molto, yeah, lots. Sì, molto. Sì, moltissimo. Yeah, really, really lots. Okay, sì, moltissimo. Sì, abbastanza. Abbastanza is a tricky word. Abbastanza means enough or rather, as in this is rather interesting or something like that. It's quite interesting. So in this case, sì, abbastanza means yeah, kind of. I like it enough. Basically, I don't like I wouldn't kill for it. Not that you would kill for anybody, I hope, but it's not like a big I like it, but yeah, I don't mind it. It's like I don't mind it. Sì, abbastanza. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it means. Sì, ma poco. Yeah, but not too much. Yes, but little. Or you could say poco. Do you like it? Not much, really. Like poco. Yeah, just a little. Or you could say this next two are new information for you, and it's no per niente or no affatto. Now, you weren't looking because you didn't see me, so no per niente. So you ask me if I like something. You make it up. I don't know what you're gonna ask me, but doesn't matter. I'm not gonna like it. No, per niente. No, per niente. Good. Now ask me again. I'll use the other one. No, affatto. No, affatto. So what do they mean? Well, they both mean no, not at all. Not at all. So which one do you use? The one you like. What do I like? Per niente. I say per niente. But affatto is also good. Like it's just whichever one you like. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions. I would like you to answer. Ti piace la verdura? Now I'm going to be casual in the first two questions and then I'm going to be formal in the next three questions, okay? Just to practice both sides of formality. So, ti piace la verdura? Ti piace la verdura? Che significa verdura? Verdura? Vegetables. But pay attention because it's la verdura. It's ti piace, yeah? Okay? So did you answer what? Sì, molto, or no, non molto, or whatever what do you say? Sì, mi piace la verdura, okay? So, next question. Ti piacciono gli spinaci? Ti piacciono gli spinaci? Now you don't know this word, but maybe you can guess it. No? Per niente? No, not at all. No, affatto? Not at all. Sì, moltissimo? Yes, a lot. Whatever you want, okay. Le piace andare a teatro? Ah, okay. Did you say sì, mi piace? Or did you say no, non mi piace? Sì, molto? No, per niente. Whichever one you said would probably be right. Now, as long as you've been answering with the non-emphatic answers, which are the ones that I've given you as examples. Now, the next two questions. I ask a lei. What's the implication of saying a lei instead of le? So the first question that I asked was, le piace andare? So that means I'm formal to you. I mean, is it pleasing to you, ma'am, sir? So it's already formal, but that's non-emphatic, meaning I just want your opinion. I'm not expecting to then tell you mine, or I'm not expecting other opinions, right? When I say a lei, whatever, there is that implication, right? So your reply should have the same implication, meaning this is my answer, I don't know about yours. Okay, so let's do it. A lei piacciono I film di Fellini? A lei piacciono I film di Fellini? So do you like Fellini's movies? Okay, what did you say? A me sì? Did you say a me no? Did you say sì? A me piacciono? Did you say no? A me non piacciono? There's a ton of possible answers, and I'm sure that they wouldn't be wrong anyway. Next one. A lei piace il mango? A lei piace il mango? That's a fruit, isn't it? Okay, so what was the answer? A me piace moltissimo, or no, a me non piace molto. Sì, a me piace molto. Whatever, okay, good practice. Now, we are going to look at a new aspect of this, okay? So it's going to be a long lesson, I told you that. It's agreeing with piacere. So before we were replying, so somebody would ask and we would give our answer, but now we are agreeing with somebody else's statement. It's a little tricky. Now in English, if I say, I speak Italian, then you say me too, if you agree, right? I mean, when I say agree, I mean you do it too, okay? So in Italian that would also work. It would be the same as English. So parlo italiano, I speak Italian. Anch'io, which means me too, or it means also I, but it kind of means me too. It's not going to work with piacere because piacere is opposite, right? So if you say I like art, in English then you would agree by saying me too. Okay, me too, I like it, yeah? But what happens in Italian? When I say mi piace l'arte, can I say anch'io? You can't, because anch'io would imply that also I do something. Like in English, when you say I like art, and you say me too, you're saying that also I do that, the liking of that thing. Problem with piacere is that I is not the subject of the sentence here in Italian. So I cannot say anch'io, because that would mean me too or also I, which doesn't apply to the Italian structure of piacere. So what are we going to say? How are we going to get out of this situation? Well, since piacere is about being pleasing to somebody, if you want to agree, you would have to say that it's pleasing to you too. So instead of saying me too, you would have to say to me too, or also to me is that thing pleasing. Okay? So mi piace l'arte, anche a me. Anche a me literally means also to me. Anche a me. So the main thing here, the key takeaway here is that do not agree. When I say agree, I mean I have the same opinion with anybody using the verb to like, piacere, by saying anch'io. It's incorrect. It's anche a me, also to me. See? Manu, no, somebody says, mi piace la pizza, anche a me. Mi piace il caffè, anche a me. Also to me, it is pleasing. Say, I like it too. I like it too, anche a me. Ti piacciono i biscotti? Sorry. Somebody says, mi piacciono i biscotti, I like cookies. Anche a me, anche a me. I like them too, okay? Perfetto. So, while this is a new concept, let's actually have a look that it's not that easy. It's not that hard, sorry. It's not that hard, Manu. So, what I'm using, when I say anche a me, what follows the a is a pronome tonico. Pronome tonico are the pronouns that are used after preposition. So you already know them, so it's actually not that hard to then agree with any subject, which in Italian is not the subject, but. So anche a me too, when you are agreeing with piacere. Anche a te, you too, literally to you too. Anche a lei, her, she too, or her, she too. I forgot how to say that in English now. Anche a lui, he too. Anche a lei, you too, ma'am, you too, sir. Anche a noi, us too, or us as well. Anche a voi, so you guys too agree with that thing that I just said. E anche a loro, them too. So, what do I mean by that? If you said, if somebody said, I like art, and instead of saying me too, you wanted to say Michael too, or he too. That sounds so weird right now. Also him. Okay, let's say also him. I don't know, I'm totally lost with English right now. Lucky I'm teaching you Italian. Okay, allora, let's say we want to agree that we too, okay, we like it too. So not me too, but us too. So somebody says, I like art, and other two people would say, oh, we like it too, like us too. So you would say, mi piace l'arte, and we would say, anche a noi. Anche a noi. We like it too. Also to us, art is pleasing. So anche a noi, also to us. Okay. So that's what that whole list of anche a me, anche a te means. That's when you would use it. Whenever you're agreeing with any other subject apart from yourself. So, if you say anche a lei, then you would be pretty much agreeing that, saying that Roberta likes that too, for example. So, anche a Roberta or anche a lei. Now, you would say anche a lei if it's known who she is, or you would say anche a Roberta if one, it's not known that we're talking about Roberta, or two, there are many possible she in the sentence, then by saying anche a lei, who's lei? Which one of the lei is it? Then you would have to say the name, same as English. Anche a lui, or if you need to say the name, anche a Massimo, also to Massimo. That thing is pleasing, so Massimo likes it too. Anche a loro, they like it too, or anche a Roberta e Massimo. Roberta and Massimo too. Okay? Now, so far we've been using people's names, like, we said a Marco, a lui, a Lucia, no, a Marco e Lucia, so we use people's names. I just want to show you that you can, because now you're free to do whatever you want with this language. All I'm doing is giving you the building blocks, but then you can put the blocks wherever you want, whichever creative way you want. And if something is not covered in my lessons, it doesn't mean that it can't be done. Try, maybe it can be done. So I just want to show you quickly that if I want to say that, if you say that you like art, and I want to say, oh, my Italian students too, then I would say anche agli studenti di italiano. Now, there's one little thing that we haven't covered yet, and you will have to wait for next level, but the agli, which means to the, will actually become one word in Italian. Doesn't matter that much, but anche agli studenti di italiano. So the Italian students too do like art, okay? So that's what this whole thing is about. We good? Benissimo. Continuiamo con un'altra situazione. I know it's a lot, and it's this. Agreeing with piacere, but when the sentence is negative. So, in English, just to give an example, I don't speak Chinese, you say me neither. So you're saying me too, but in the negative, basically. So neither means, or neither, whichever way you say. It means me neither, it means me too, but in the negative, yeah? Well, in Italian, we have a word. And you can see it already. So if somebody says non parlo cinese, I don't speak Chinese, then you would say neanch'io, me neither. Now, neanch'io, as you can clearly see, it's anch'io with the ne before. Like, pretty easy, isn't it? Neanch'io, that means me neither. But hold on. If we cannot say anch'io to agree, are we going to be able to say neanch'io when it comes to the verb piacere? Of course not. Because it's still a matter of not to me. That thing that you said is not pleasing to me. Whereas neanch'io means me neither. It doesn't mean neither to me. But that's what we're trying to say. We don't want to say me neither. We are trying to say neither to me. And how do we do that? Here it is. If somebody says, I don't like art, non mi piace l'arte, and you, in English, you'd say me neither, but in Italian, you want to say neither to me. That thing is pleasing, yeah? Well, the expression then is neanche a me. Neanche a me. Is it too much? Well, look, it's the same as anche a me, but just say neanche a me because the sentence was negative. Okay, let's simplify it, okay? I know we're 22 minutes into this thing. I've shown you a million slides and I've got a few more coming. But the idea is that I give you all the information and something stays, okay? Now, neanche a me, neither to me. Or me neither, if you're agreeing with a negative statement that involves the verb piacere. Now, here's the full table, which means me neither, you neither, she neither, he neither, us. I'm getting that wrong, I know that. Us neither, you guys neither, or neither you guys, or neither us, neither them. Okay, that's the whole table. So if you say non mi piace la pizza, and I don't like it either, I would say neanche a me. If she doesn't like it either, I would say neanche a lei. If he doesn't like it either, I'll say neanche a lui. If we don't like it either, I would say neanche a noi. And if they don't like it either, I would say neanche a loro. That's what that chart means, okay? Is disagreeing with piacere when the statement is positive. So they say something positive, but you say the opposite, okay? So, I like art, somebody says, and then the other person says, well, I don't. So that's saying me, on the other hand, I don't. Like I, on the other hand, I don't. Or, whichever way you would say it in English. But basically, that's the idea. Somebody says something that they like something, and you want to say that you, on the other hand, don't. How are we going to do that? It's really cool. I like it. If you say a me piace l'arte, I like art, in the emphatic way, because you're kind of implying a question to me. A me piace l'arte, you say, and let's say I don't. Then I would say, a me invece no. A me invece no. If you say, a me piace l'arte e a te, then I would say, a me no. Okay, so it's not that hard. What's that invece? That invece means instead or on the other hand. So you would need it if what you're trying to say is the opposite of what the other person said. In any other scenario, not just piacere, okay? But that's a new word for you, isn't it? Now, what happens if you disagree with the negative statement? So they say that they don't like something, but you, on the other hand, do. Well, I think it's going to be the same. Almost the same. So if you say I don't like art, oh, I, on the other hand, do like it. Or I do instead, whichever way you say it. But that's the idea, okay? What is it in Italian? You say a me non piace l'arte, then I would say a me invece sì. To me, instead, it does please, or it is pleasing. Doesn't matter what we say in English. A me invece sì. That's how you agree, or that's how you say the opposite of somebody. I got lost. That is how you disagree with somebody who doesn't like something. So basically, you do like it. Now, if you say a me non piace l'arte e a te, I don't like art, and do you? Then I could just simply say a me sì. I like it instead. Like I actually do. To me, it is pleasing. So, a me sì, a me no. Actually, let's bring it over here. The main thing that you remember is that it's still a matter of being pleasing to somebody. That idea will affect anything in the sentence. So we don't say anch'io, we say anche a me. We don't say neanch'io, we say neanche a me. And if somebody says that they do like it and you don't, then you would say a me invece no. And if they say that they don't like something but you do, then you would say a me invece sì. Now, this is a lot of stuff. So what I ask you to do is print a PDF, look at it, stare at it, get rid of anything that confuses you, just cross it out. Say, well, I don't care about this one, don't care. Leave everything out. And out of the 400% information that I gave you of piacere, if you retain 1/4, you have perfect knowledge for a beginner of this verb, which confuses any English speaker coming to Italian learning this. Okay, so be realistic about how perfect it's going to be right now. Give it time, keep practicing, come back to me. There's actually more stuff that I haven't told you about this verb, but we're not going to worry for now. So everything I've given you is a lot, and it's all that I want you to know right now about this verb, because you have to get good at it before I can introduce even more stuff. So, I'll be curious to see your notes, because I've given you a ton, but simplify them, make it work for you, and I will see you very soon for some practice. Ciao, ciao.